a lovely way to start a stream.
You're back with Radio Big. And this report just in, we have a request here for the person or persons who abducted the surf swan from last night's staff housing party to return promptly, please. This is not a joke. We take our swan very seriously.
You might be thinking, hey, what's going on? Streams on SSX free? Yeah, I am.
Here's the latest in circuit news. Although fairly short in length, Crow's Nest still manages to pack a punch. Today sees riders doing their thing and pulling out all the stops for the big quarter pipe finish. Definitely worth catching. Make sure you stay with Radio Big for all your news.
That it says online. What have I done? I didn't mean to enter this. I'm giving up.
Those little audio boys keep going.
Because we have other things to do. And I would like to actually do the race down the hill. I think that sounds like a good use of time. So let's do it. I got myself some early boost, which is good. Oh, crashed. He's going to overtake from that, I think. I don't think my speed stats are very high. I think mostly I'm in points at the moment, so that's going to affect our overall sort of just stats. Oh, so close. So close, but not quite toast. Alright. Oh, bad landing as well. Oh, I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm not doing the bee's knees, but I'm doing okay. If we can get super over, that'd be great. But I'm not sure how realistic super Uber is right now, especially what with the current state of my snowboarding. Let's just do a bunch of spins. Get those points together. Cool. Said I wasn't gonna be alive. There. I wasn't gonna be alive. What do you mean I said I wasn't gonna be live? Did I say yesterday I wasn't gonna be live? Today? I don't remember saying I don't remember that, but I mean, if you say so. I had a friend around like today, so I wasn't like going to be live during the day. But like the rest of the day is like fine. Like I want to play a bit of this. I was like considering playing some Viva Pinata, but I think like I've played loads of it recently, and I just want to take like a little bit of a break from it. Like not like a week break. I want to take that long of a break, but just like just chill out and play something else for a bit. But there is a good chance that I will actually just pop it back on after this if the mood's good. It was getting really tense yesterday with Viva Pinata. because we were trying to do so much at once that when like during the downtime you just feel like you're not doing anything, because there is like quite a bit of waiting, which is fine. Like it's a good like it is a good chill game. Is he gonna win? Is he just gonna straight up win like because I'm messing around? Right, if I can get this last super move out, then I'm gonna be full Uber and I can just keep boosting for the rest of the race. Well at least. Oh well, I think he's won. Oh come on, let me win. Oh, I just stole it at the end.
Give it up for me.
But yeah, no. If I said if I said some stuff yesterday, like I wasn't going to stream, that's a mistake on my part, and I apologise for the confusion. Anyway, how's your day been? How's it gone so far? How's everything? But yeah, yesterday you said you weren't going to be on it all today. Yeah, all that nice. Yeah, no. It's great. Yeah, no, that's my bad. That's my bad. Though, then again, we did like 7 hours. I'm gonna say we, because you were there for pretty much all 7 hours. So we did a massive feat. I think I've now done like 40 hours this week of streaming, which is crazy. I mean, it's not as crazy as some people. Some people really, you know, go on and do loads. But yeah, no, I think at the moment, like, what's good is streaming games that I kind of have some knowledge behind, because then at least there's something like I can fall back on. So that's why Viva Pinata is great, and that brings loads and loads of people in. As you saw yesterday, we have so many people that just pop in and they just love the game. Like especially at the end of the stream when the other, I can't quite remember their name. It began with a C, but they popped in and they were loving it. Like on the game, not the stream, but they might have liked the stream. I don't know how that was going, but I'm not gonna speak for other people. But yeah, no, I think playing games you don't know, it adds this kind of weird air sometimes. Because it's unfamiliar, so you don't know what's coming next. Or like playing games with heavy cutscenes is a bit strange, because you're like constantly trying to not talk but still talk at the same time. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh gosh. Oh. I was looking at the stream, so I just crashed away. Let me have a read this. I've been looking for a new computer that's powerful enough and cheap. Are you looking to build, or are you looking to just straight up buy? Because if you're looking to build, you'll be able to actually bring down the costs, but like have good performance still. And building a computer is not hard, but if you're not up to the task, then it's totally fine to say I don't want to do it. It takes carefulness and a little know-how, and not know-how as in like, oh, I've done this before, but like just doing a little bit of research, because there's some components that are like really delicate, like a CPU. You don't want to mess around too much with a CPU, because if you bend the pins on that, that's a lot of money. But if you're just looking for, what do you call it, a pre-built system, and you find something, then I'd be pretty happy to have a check of the specs or something like that, because right, I'm not like the best person. I'm not the best person to ask. I'm not going to say I know everything about computers, but I have built my own computer about 3 times, and I'm working on a mid-level computer right now. It's not a high-range computer. I mean, you see my specs. It's an expensive system, right? But it's relatively mid-range. But if I shove a 1080 Ti or a 1180. And is it 1180 or is it a 1280? I'm a little confused, because there was different names floating around, and I know that they're out now and you can buy them, but depending on if I shoved one of them in my system basically, or a 1060, I'll be running a high-end computer. that's basically what I'm saying. Not to brag. That's just. But then again, that component alone is about £1,000 for British. I don't know what equivalents are. So it's a lot of money to just out of nowhere, you know. I'm losing a bunch of speed because I'm just like styling all around the place. So I need to stop doing that and just. I was hoping I could grind that. Start sort of focusing on getting down here, because it's not about. This is a race, so this is not about getting points. This is just about purely getting down the mountain as fast as I can, and I'm trying to like make sure I keep up that boost meter. So if you're unfamiliar with SSX, you can see there's a twirly meter on the side where it says Uber and Super. So that's filled up, so now I can hold down a button and get boost. Doing tricks like that, special tricks where she'll do special things, you have to push down two buttons in particular. That'll fill up the super Uber bar. If I fill that super Uber bar up, then basically I can get unlimited boost. But you can bail way easier using super news. Anyway, that's a quick rundown for the systems. But yeah, okay. For a computer that's running decent stuff, you both routes you take, whether it's running AMD, because the main components you need to check, and I would say check everything before you buy this. I think there's certain websites that you can just make sure everything is compatible, and sometimes systems get really weird with certain things, so it's just good to check and like check as you're going along and stuff. I think there's even a website where you can build a computer as you go along, and then it'll show you websites where you can buy the components. This is if you're building. If you're buying a pre-made, you don't have to worry about this. But buying a built computer to build yourself, a couple things you'd need to consider are AMD or Intel. Now, the thing with AMD and Intel is AMD tends to be cheaper, but Intel is kind of like the brand people stand by. I'm not saying AMD's bad. I ran an AMD system for quite a while. I ran 2 of my systems through AMD, and I'm running an i7 right now, but an i7's just one of those things where it's just showing off. Like if I was running an i5, my computer would still be fine. It's just an i7's a bit pricier, and it's better, but the i5 isn't bad, and an i5 is more affordable, but I think i7's are pretty good. But then I know from what you're running off, money-wise, since you get paid 300 every 2 weeks, I think you said, that's going to be pretty pricey. If that wasn't you and that was someone else who told me that, then I apologise, but I'm pretty sure you said that. And it's a pricey system to run, any Intel or AMD, because the CPU is going to cost you a lot, and the graphics card's probably where you're going to bust out your money, because if you're looking for a decent system to play games on, the graphic card's where you're going to put your money. And I think 1060s are probably the best bang for the buck. Now I might be wrong, because I haven't looked at graphics cards for a while, because the only graphics cards I've been looking at are 1080 Ti's, and the only time I was looking at 1080 Ti's is about a couple months ago, when you remember when like Bitcoin mining was massive and people were complaining graphics cards are going out of stock constantly. That's when I was looking. That might still be going on, but I think it's kind of died down a bit now. So I think you can buy cards, graphics cards, and they were getting like pumped up in price as well. I think the only place that didn't pump it up in price is Nvidia's Foundations or Founder cards. If this is all going over your head, I can totally shut up about it and talk about something else. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? Or do I not? I don't know. I'm the one speaking, I'm not the receiver, so I don't know how I sound. I don't know if I sound overly confident to people, but I know a little bit. I'm an enthusiast, basically, but I'm not a big enthusiast. I'm like I use the system, so I should know something about them. I actually have a build. I have a build that I built for my sister. She hasn't got one yet, but the idea was if she plans to, it was kind of a budget computer that was still powerful, which I might be able to get up and kind of show you. Is the song talking to me? But yeah, no. I can run through the specs of that if you're interested, but just tell me if you are, and I'll try and pop that up, because I think it's all in my Amazon wish lists and stuff. Because the idea was if she got money for her birthday, like enough, and she wanted it, I was just going to go, well, I'll order it all now. But if you're interested, I'll run you through what's in that. And I'm not saying you should stick by it, but you can have a look at what kind of I was looking at for like a mid-range, could run nearly everything computer. Maybe not on the highest settings, but it could definitely run stuff. I don't even know how much it would be now. I think, I don't know. Also, it really does depend if you want to do Intel or AMD. It doesn't make it harder. Like, whether you do Intel or AMD doesn't make it harder. It's just, that's a brand. Now, I just want to take time to appreciate, for everyone to just take a little bit of time to appreciate the soundtrack of this game. Because if you don't know it, it is great. I think EA have always had, like, when it comes to their games, their soundtracks are great. Yeah, sometimes they have bad business practices, but their soundtrack decisions have always been pretty good, at least like PS2 games. But then again, like Activision also had some really good like tracks and games. I mean, games usually choose music that suits whatever they're doing, don't they? Because the director or whoever says, well, I want this, and they get it. Anyway, why don't you tell me kind of the stuff you've been looking at? Right. I need this boost, because as you see I've got like 2 minutes left on the clock, and I think this is the last bit of the track, but I was grabbing. I don't know what the difference between Intel or AMD. I'm guessing that it's just a brand. It is a brand, and they do the same thing, except like, I want to tell you like the main difference is like what is the difference, but it's a central processing unit. So without one, your PC doesn't work. Depending on how good it does, different CPUs are sort of specialised towards different things. You've got dual cores, quad cores, but the main meat of it really is how many programs can you run at once and how well can they run. Unless I'm wrong, but I think that's the main meat of it, and we could have won that race way faster. It's a little upsetting how slow we was there, but that's absolutely fine. Your time to beat. I'm kind of tempted to redo the whole race, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go over to do the trick events, I think, on Peak 2. And we're going to have a nice little cutscene just to introduce Peak 2. Since it's an original Xbox game, the only thing that doesn't look crisp is the cutscenes. God, it looks disgusting. I really don't want to look at that. It's amazing how good this game looks, because you just saw how like how disgusting those cutscenes were. They're really super uncrisp.
I believe. You know, that's got a nice ring to it. Dropped off into the backcountry. The life of an SSX Pro. Anywho, they'll be joining the rest of you mere mortals down.
I'm gonna have to stop just for a second to read.
Keep your eyes peeled to where they're up to next.
I'm used to the already built laptop. I've been with Alienware for a while, for 5 years, and its blue screen's unlocked, so it's a new one. I'm sure you've already contacted Alienware about this, and it's 5 years, so it's probably out of warranty. If you wanted to stick with a laptop, then there's some good laptops. I'm like, I was super looking to get a laptop, because I would love to get like a really nice laptop just to take when I'm going somewhere. I can still play games on my laptop, because I am mainly, and I know I've streamed a lot of Xbox, and you've probably just seen me mainly play Xbox, but I am a PC gamer. Well, I'm a mix. I play everything. Like, it depends where it releases, because if I can get it on PC, I'll probably go PC, unless I really, really want it on another console. But yeah, I'm trying to think where I was, other than saying I'm a PC gamer. What was like, why did I lead into I'm a PC gamer? Oh yeah, laptop. Yeah, no, I mean, if you wanted to do a laptop, that's fine. If you wanted to go desktop, obviously you understand the pros and cons of a laptop and a desktop, you know. With the, if you wanted to go desktop, then it's no longer portable. That portability's gone. Also, I'll talk to you about a couple things with the blue screening, but we'll talk about that in a second. I think I just want one that can be able to play new games and do VR and run OBS and stream stuff, and be able to have like 10 things going in the background. Okay, probably gonna want like a decent CPU, not great, like an i5 might do you, or maybe an FX AMD 8350. But then again, that's getting old. That's getting old. Maybe you don't want one of them. That's a nice quad core. That's what I started with. But then again, that is getting on a bit now. And they're called raisins? Or, no, not raisins. They're called raisins. If you're looking, yeah, I'm switching to desktop so I can replace files in the future. Okay, I'm gonna give you the best piece of advice you're ever gonna hear when it comes to PC building. Don't build the future-proof, because you're never gonna future-proof a computer. You might. The only thing you can really do is like say, oh yeah, the games next year might run with all this, but hardware changes so fast sometimes that it's crazy. I mean, like, you think like what, a couple months ago, 1080 Ti's flying off shelves, people buying them. A 1080, 280, whatever, I don't know what it is. But the new 1080 Ti, like the best card that's out on the market right now. Actually, AMD just released a new card, I think, as well. And I think they were releasing something called like a Volta. Or that was, no, I think that was also NVIDIA, actually. I can't really talk to you too much about AMD graphics cards, because I'm an NVIDIA graphics card user, and I've never looked at even buying like any AMD stuff. Like, I don't know anything about Radeons or anything like that. The only time I've had a Radeon was pre-built into a laptop I had. But
High above it all, you're with Radio Big.
just trying to think.
Mountain cams are showing SSX riders heading over to Red Mid Station up on Peak 2. Whatever they choose.
Just trying to think like where I'm going with all this.
I guarantee
It's kind of hard because I don't pre-plan conversations, obviously, because that would be a bit strange, wouldn't it, if I just came onto a stream and read a script. But
that's the best kind of fun.
I don't want that to disappear, so I'll disappear anyway because I hit the thing.
I feel confident in saying Zoe will be
So,
butt and taking names all over the
you want to stream stuff, and like, I mean,
okay,
it really does depend. It really depends, because the thing with OBS is OBS has like all these settings you can change. So you can change the bitrate that's outputting, you can change the amount of quality it's trying to output, it's input and output. That's all different. If you're getting serious into streaming, because it sounds like you're trying to get serious into streaming, then what microphone you're going to use is kind of a deal as well. Whether you do camera stuff with like face cams and all that. See, like, if I ever actually got somewhere on Twitch, like I was getting bigger, I would invest in some new microphones, and I would invest in a really nice face cam. I mean, that's all stuff that you've got to think about anyway, otherwise, but I'm going to step away from that. I'm going to focus mainly on the computer. I mean, honestly, I've said really more there is to it. I mean, if you ever really wanted to have a chat, I think my DMs are open on Twitter, so if you wanted to shoot some information my way, I'll try and not be rude and ignore it. Oh, my laptop's just run out of a little bit of battery. Right, I need to quickly plug that in. Right, okay, 1 second. I need to quickly plug in. I'll tell you what, we'll let it play so the music's playing. But I need to plug this in. Okay, what's going on? Probably sounded terrible audio-wise. I'm just moving around trying to get things sorted. But yeah. All the hardware you're going to use, all the software you're going to use is all going to be different. It's all going to change the experience. The graphics card's going to give you good performance in games, and trust me, going cheap on a graphics card doesn't help, because it really is a centerpiece for frames in games. And I think some games use CPUs as well, but you don't want a whole game focusing off a CPU, because otherwise you're going to destroy your system, and that's really not something you're going to want when you've just bought it and a month later your CPU's like, I don't like this. And you need to be on the ball when your system starts messing up as well, because you don't want those warranties to run out a week after and you've had like a month to fix it, you know? Because trust me, that hurts. I mean, that's why it's really important to consider whether you want to do pre-builds or build it yourself, because if you build it yourself, then you've got to deal with the whole warranty stuff yourself. But if you're doing pre-builds, then you can like contact whomever you whoever you bought the computer from. And that's something great. I'm trying to like find my way around to get to the right. Let's transport and go to an event. There are so many things to consider.
Welcome back to Radio Big. Here's a message to all competitors. When you get a chance, check out the 411 on what's going on around Big Mountain. Access messages on your M card.
Okay, slopestyle. I think slopestyle is one of my favourite. No, I don't like slopestyle. I like the one where it's just like a bunch of ramps, because you can really score big in those. Don't let the man get your fat boy Slim's gravel.
Going out to combat, Tracy. A bit of Fat Boy Slim.
My Spotify is like, well, first of all, I have a one playlist that has like 400, no, I think it has like 600 songs in it, and there's just like a point where you reach in my Spotify playlist where you'll just go, oh, this is SSX free music. He's just gone and added like half the track list of SSX free, and there's also a point where you'll just go, oh, he's now just listening to Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. The first one, I don't think the second one's really on there. I'm not too familiar with the second one soundtrack. I've only watched that film sort of once, and it's not because I dislike it, I just don't own it. And I own the first one, so I can watch that whenever I want, which is super fun. That's the fun thing about owning movies. And that's a good movie. I mean, I'll be honest, there's a lot of films where I'll watch it the first time and I'm like, oh yeah, can't watch this again though, because I'm just sick of like seeing the film, like even though it's only the first time I've seen it. I'm terrible when it comes to like stuff like that. I want to land this very soon, so I really want to get a nice lot of tricks out, because I really want to. We're gonna do that. Oh no, I think I just lost that combo, and that would have been a bunch of combos. Oh, that's such a shame. And we're like 66% done, so I was really hoping that combo would work out. But what are you gonna do? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I am a little bit more familiar with the PS2's version of these controls, but I said that in a previous SSX stream, so I'm not going to get into that. It's all good. Wow. I can just send it all, can I? I'm not sure where the sites are, but I'll have a look. See if I can find something. If I don't, just remind me, because obviously I do some stuff sometimes. So it's obviously something that you're thinking about at the moment, so it'll be on your mind. So if you don't hear anything from me, literally just whatever. Not whatever from me, like I'm saying, whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, send me something, whether it's a direct tweet that's open out to the public, I don't mind. Okay, so the first heat you can see we got into 3rd place. So the way this will work is now I get heat 2. If heat 2 goes well, I get into the final heat, so the scores reset. So the only heat that really matters that I do well on, like the 1st place, is heat 3. All the rest of them, it's just like, okay, we'll just get points. Oh no. So as long as I just get into the bracket, like the 3rd bracket with heat 2, then I'll be fine. And I'm kind of already there. Also, I want to keep up speed with slow style, but not like too fast, because I need to get tricks out. So I need to get air, but I also need to do things down the mountain. And that combo meter, that matters as well. Because obviously that means I'm getting more points per trick. But the way that combo meter works is that it builds up over time, and you can see, right, you see there's a little red bar that's filling up. As soon as that fills up, all the points that's built up release and they become available to me. If I fail to land something, or I fall over, I go out of the course, I lose all those points. So I probably would have gone 1st place with the points I had before. I'm not massively sure, but I had like a 50 times combo, so it's pretty safe to assume I would have done pretty well. But this round really doesn't matter anymore, because we've got heat 3 coming up, and we've at least gone into the final round where everything resets. This game. You would hope I love this game, since I played like hours and hours of it on my childhood. On my childhood. What does that mean? Like my childhood was like some kind of game, and I was playing on it. I played Battletoads today. Did I say this in the stream already? I played Battletoads for the first time today. Never played Battletoads before, because the way I'm playing Viva Pinata is through Rare Replay. I don't play Viva Pinata in my own time, because there's really no point in me playing a game in my own time when I could be streaming it. Plus it just kind of takes away from that experience when I come back into Viva Pinata and I go, oh, what does this do? And I know what it does, and I go, oh, I didn't expect that. Don't want to be faking stuff. Yeah, I played Battletoads for the first time ever today, and we got a fair chunk through the game, but my friend had to leave because he had to actually go home. And I think we would have beaten it, but that game's hard. I thought, now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm like a pro gamer, but I'm like one of those people that's like, everyone says this is hard, but I bet I could do it. And newsflash, I probably can't. Newsflash, as if anyone didn't know. Oh, you all thought I was great, but actually, no. I'm not that self-centered, don't worry. Sometimes I do think though, like, wouldn't it just be amazing to be one of those people that really do think they're like the best? Just for like a day, you're just like, yes, I am the best. I just think that'd be really fun. And what would that mindset be like? How would you deal with like all the little things in life? if you're constantly going like, I'm the best, I don't like this run. I think we're gonna lose. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Anyway, let's see. I keep getting, you know how like the biggest streamer on Twitch right now is Ninja. I don't watch like any of his streams. Not because I'm like against him. I just don't like. Well, not I don't like. I just don't play Fortnite, and I'm not massively interested in Fortnite. But every time I'm like on Twitch and the recommended bar is Ninja, he's there, and I'm just like, well, I've never shown interest in it, so why do you think I would? And I don't watch Fortnite or PUBG, so I don't know why they keep suggesting it. I feel like Twitch is just at this point just going like, everyone must love him. Obviously they're not, because that would be weird. But it's all over the place. Oh gosh, I'm gonna fall off. Yeah, definitely not gonna grab this one. Oh no, it's like when there's like things like trending on YouTube, and it's like, you're like this, and it's like, well, just because everyone else does. I'm not sure if I'll like it. Give it a go, I suppose. I really want to restart because I'm upset with how poorly I'm doing, and I honestly, it restart me from the final round, so that's great. The one thing I really did a load in this game when I was a kid was just play the style ones. I never did the races because I wasn't really too interested in it. I just liked seeing the numbers go up. Oh, that looked pretty cool. I mean, it probably wasn't worth any points, but oh no. Oh. Yeah. So. Oh my goodness, I'm doing actually terrible. I'm so sorry for being so bad at this game. If I do go quiet, it's just because I'm actually trying not to be terrible. But I've got an idea. I've got an idea to keep us entertained. Yesterday, I asked people, what is your favourite game? And a lot of people said to me, Viva Pinata. Because I was playing Viva Pinata. So I was kind of hoping some people would say, like, this game. Not this game as in SSX, but Viva Pinata. So we asked that, we know what those answers are. How about, what was people's favourite games when they were a kid? What was the one they kept returning to as a kid? Like, what are some of the first few games? And I can tell people right now, some of the first few games I returned to as a kid, like what was really important sort of in my upbringing, and probably number one, Crash Bandicoot Warped. That game was amazing to me. Absolutely loved Crash Bandicoot Warped. And I have a love for Crash Bandicoot. Not as high as some people's, but you know, I don't think I could like Crash Bandicoot as much as some people do, because really the amount of love for him in this world is just crazy. There's so much. Like, he's been a part of so many people's upbringings, and Naughty Dog still is. Naughty Dog release games like The Last of Us, which, you know, that was a part of so many people's like lives, because a lot of people, I got so many awards, people loved it. You know, that's going to be one of those games that's going to be like probably shoved onto PS5 as well. Maybe, nah, maybe not. But it'll probably make a comeback somewhere around PS7. You know, they're not going to not do the let's get the money from Last of Us. Not Naughty Dog, but Sony. Right, I'm going to go up here, get a bunch of points, and then I'm going to end that combo. I'm going to let that end. Oh, nowhere even near first. I feel like I can do so much better. I'm going to just take second place and we'll come back later. Like, we'll annihilate it. It'll be great. Played a lot of games when I was a kid, still grew up, every console, so that's hard. Fair play. I mean, I own like all the consoles at the moment. I go through like phases with games where, like at the moment, I'm super interested in the new Spider-Man game that's coming out. Like so interested. Looking super forward to it. But at the same time, I don't know if I can be bothered to play it. I'm kind of like, yeah, can't wait for it. Cannot be bothered to play it when I get it.
I don't know if that's really what we call a reward particularly, but hey, well,
Don't know.
maybe to somebody.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it, but like, it's Spider-Man, so I'm gonna have to buy it. That's just me. Just love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the hero I had growing up, and I think it was the hero a lot of people had growing up, because it's really one of the first hero movies that was, you know, worldwide known. Like, I think there was Batman films before Spider-Man, but none of them really took off the same way Spider-Man did. Oh, right, that's good. Really did a lot of points. I mean, even talking to people nowadays, like if you talk to someone who's probably like not my age, but if you spoke to people before like all the Avenger films came out, I think a lot of people would say something like, oh, I like Wolverine, I like Spider-Man, you know, something like that. I've never really heard anyone say anything about the other X-Men. I don't know why, I just never really have heard anyone say anything like that. You know, now people would say, there's so many superheroes people can say now, because they're made so available that people know who they are, people know who Deadpool is. Before that Deadpool film, it wasn't as many people that, yeah, sure, there was a lot of people, because the internet got Deadpool out there. But like, there's more people that know about that character now than there ever was before. Don't finish, don't you dare finish. Don't dare. I'm gonna have to finish at some point, but I don't want like to finish. I'm gonna finish in a second. Do I get a final round? I'm not sure how it works with this one. I feel like I could have done way better. I'm just getting second places everywhere, but I have got about 40 grand to play with, so I can improve some of my stats and come back and just try and absolutely wreck it. The one thing that I know we won't become last on, even if we don't upgrade, is the next one, because it's literally just get as many points, get your combo as high as you can, and that's easy, because it's a whole it's like a half pipe, but it's a bunch of half pipes. So yeah, no, I don't want Transport One Lodge. About to go upgrade.
All right, here's some SSX in.
Okay, so what's my smash attributes? We're going to get the spin up, and we're going to get tricks up, and that's going to be that. And then we're going to do it again, and that's like a lot of our money. And we're going to do it again, and again it's a lot of our money, and we have no money. Let's return it again. Save it. No, I didn't save it. Save it. There we go.
Once again, this.
Okay, so someone's banging doors downstairs, just smashing them against the wall. But other than that, everything seems fine.
On mountain conditions. Heavy snowfalls last night on the 3 peaks of left conditions rated as excelente. Small crowds.
Do you know what game I played?
Fresh powder. It is
At like midnight last night.
Grab your board and get to it.
It was like midnight, and I just booted up Just Cause 2. I was like, I'm gonna play Just Cause 2, and yeah, it's alright. I don't know whether I like Just Cause 2 more than I like Just Cause 3, or what, because they're both good for different reasons. I really like the grappling mechanic in Just Cause 3. Like the whole, you can do as much as you want. We're about to get some massive air on this. Okay, I hope people are ready. Oh my god, I bailed. How did I bail? We're actually going to do super well on this. So I hope people look forward to seeing me get the most points ever. Not ever achieved on this stage ever, because honestly, someone's done it way better than me, but so the fun thing about this one is that because you're going so fast, you actually can just not even manual in between the combo running out. So it's all just natural. No manuals, but you can manual in between if you want. Oh no. I broke it. Okay, so what we gotta hope for is that we can really get our speed up. So to do that, we're gonna have to go up and down just a bit. Okay, come on. We really need to get this up. Oh, no. Sounds dirty when you say it like that, doesn't it? Just gonna need to go up and down for a bit. We just really need to get this up. What am I talking about? Twitch is a clean platform. Alright, we're gonna have to restart because honestly I've messed that up so bad. In the rare replay I would recommend Stream Conquered Bad Fur Day or the Banjo games. That's my favourite and the fun platforms. I like Banjo a lot. I played a lot of Banjo as a kid. I had Banjo on the N64. With Conquer, I actually do not even know much about it. Well, no, I know stuff about it. Okay, obviously I've heard of the Great Big Poo. Everyone knows about that, and I've heard of the controversy around it and stuff because it's so vulgar at times. It's really one of the first games that push those limits that I know of. That seems so easily accessible because it looks so much like a kid's game. It's made by Rare, the people that made Banjo. So why wouldn't you assume your kid could play it? But no. Actually, no, it ends, which is a little shame as well. I wish it didn't, but YouTube really does spoil. Once you look at one thing, YouTube shows you the rest of everything else. That I don't know. I was looking at Walking Dead stuff yesterday, looking up what's happening with the characters. I don't like The Walking Dead. I don't watch it. I dropped off halfway through season 3. If people like it, that's fine. I'm not gonna say anything wrong with it. But I personally dropped off in season 3. I just couldn't watch it anymore. I really just didn't. I didn't enjoy watching it. But I do like keeping up, seeing what's going on, not what's actually happening. I don't know half of the things they've done, so I could still go back and watch some of it and not know. But what's happened to characters, I know. Because I looked that stuff up somewhere else. Oh no, I'm probably not going to even finish this. And I'm pretty sure if I don't finish, then I don't get any points. I think I end up with 0. Yep. That's not good. Need to keep an eye on that. But yeah, no, we really need to build up this really need to build up this combo meter. Oh my goodness, I'm like the worst. I've had season 9s come in. And there's some fan theories already. So if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, I really suggest don't Google it at all. Don't Google anything to do with The Walking Dead until season 9's finished. because there's stuff going out at the moment, and I'm not going to say it because I don't like spoilers. Like, I seriously, it would annoy me so much if someone spoiled something for me. So, never fear. Spoilers aren't here. But yeah, no. There's some stuff on there, so don't go googling it. I'm the kind of person who goes to the cinema and watches films he knows nothing about, because that's how I prefer to see films. So when I went and saw Mad Max, I didn't know anything about Mad Max. I didn't see the previous films. The first film I saw was Fury Road. I love that film. That film was great. I mean, it was better in the cinema than it was on DVD, but it's still a good film. Still a fun watch. I just gave up a bunch of points by doing that by accident. Right, we're easily going to take that number 1 spot and then instantly gotta go. Look at that, I basically doubled the points. Doing good. We might even be in 3rd place straight off the bat on this next one. Oh, I'm already in 2nd place. Oh no, I'm not. So here's the 3rd round.
That's one grandiose landing. I'm leaving my peers behind.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get this. I kind of wish I didn't look up the ending to Breaking Bad. I know what you're thinking, you just shouldn't have done it. But like, I never finished Breaking Bad. Because during season 5, the last season, I got bored. And I was like, I'm never going to return to this. I'm like half a season away from finishing it, and I don't want it. So I just looked up the ending on YouTube. Because I really lost all interest. And I'll be honest, I'm a little upset I did that. Because I could have gone back and finished those episodes. And I think now I would have preferred to not watch it, because I'm not in the mood to watch it. I'm not in the mood to watch Breaking Bad. Though I've known people that have watched it, I think 3 times, 4 times. Because some people really do like those series, like Breaking Bad, they'll watch them over and over and over again. And good on to people that can do that. You know, if you can find something you love that you'll watch over and over and over again, that's fantastic. I personally have watched the Tokyo Drift film probably several times, and I like that. And I try to sort of watch it a couple of times a year, not a year, at least once a year, just because I like it. It makes me happy. Oh god, I don't think I'm going to make it. Oh god, I don't think that's going to count. I don't think that's going to count. Even though I passed the line. Yeah, I do want to restart, because I passed the line. Even though I passed the line, it didn't count. That's pretty depressing. Yeah. If anyone wants to know my favourite film, it might be Tokyo Drift, but then at the same time, it could be Scott Pilgrim. But then at the same time, it could be... like, there's so many films I love. Absolutely love. Scott Pilgrim's so fun. Scott Pilgrim is such a fun watch. I'd totally read your comment about DC shows, but I'm kind of halfway through something, so I'm just gonna put that on pause just for a moment. I hope you don't mind. Well, that's messed up. Don't worry, we can recover. As long as I'm not stupid for the rest of this. It's because I'm like looking over to the laptop every once in a while, and I'm not doing 110%. And you're like, oh, if you're this good and not 110%, joking. I'm not saying I'm good at all. I'm looking at the chat still. I'm still looking at the chat. I'm not reading, I'm just like looking at it. Right, here we go, come on. 40 seconds. Can I do it? I think I can. I might need to add a couple grinds, not grinds, bows in just to put that combo up. No, come on. We've got 20 seconds left. Oh, we're really... Come on. When we did this with 15 seconds, we really didn't do too well. Okay. Yeah, no, we're going to have to restart it again. I apologise. Right, let me just have a quick read of this. A lot of the DC shows and the movies, I hate when fans let go that way bad movies or shows. It's not like, what? Fans let go that bad movie or show. It's not the same as the comics. Stop being so ungrateful. Its own universe is separate. Yeah, no, those DC universes and those Marvel universes are like weird with the whole separate thing, because there's like the Marvel cinematic universe, and then I think there's like a TV universe or something. No, don't click on restart. I just went to restart off of like instinct, but I can fix this. I like the DC shows. I think the Flash is better than Arrow, personally. I'm not overly familiar with the comics, but I'll tell you what, the Flash, I watched that show and I went, I was like, the Flash is the stupidest, all he does is run fast. And then I watched the show and I went, oh my gosh, I was so wrong. The Flash is amazing. So, I 180'd, and through watching the Flash, I saw a glimpse of the Arrow and I went, he looks awesome. So I started watching Arrow, and Arrow's, I think it's a little slow, honestly. It's not bad. It just takes a little while to get going, and every once in a while it'll do things that just make me go like, I don't know. It's been a little bit annoying now. It keeps doing like this thing and whatnot. Or like at the moment, I've had like 3 episodes where all it is flashbacks to the island, and I'm a little bit annoyed about it. I don't care. I want to see what he's doing now. I don't really care about the island as much, because I can tell like the island's not. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Yeah, no, DC's fun. DC has some fun stuff, and Marvel has some fun stuff. I'll be honest, I've been watching a lot of like DC clips, because they keep getting recommended to me through YouTube. They're just like, you should watch this clip from DC. And I'm like, hey. I love Arrow a lot. I like it a lot, and Flash too. I get more excited for Arrow. I love Gotham. Haven't seen Gotham. I mean, it's totally fine. Like, if you like Arrow more, that's absolutely fine. I think Arrow came before Flash. I just really, I don't know. The Flash just grips me. Maybe when I get later into the Flash, not the Flash, sorry, later into the Arrow, I'll be like, alright, yeah, the Arrow. I haven't seen Supergirl, though it interests me, because I want to see what makes Supergirl different from Superman, other than it being girl, not man. I want to know like what makes her own character, and that really interests me. And I'm sure I'm gonna watch it and be like, yeah, that's good. But I don't know yet.
We're back with EA Radio Bacon. And now here's some circuit news for those of you listening. Zoe Payne is letting everybody know.
I just haven't really had time to sit down and watch. I mean, the thing is, like, they're all like an hour long, right? Which is why a lot of shows are off-putting. It's because it's like, oh well, what am I doing? Well, I'm sitting down for an hour to watch this, and that's such a long length of time to capture a viewer's attention. Which is why when a show feels slow, it really feels slow, because it's not going to be slow for 5 minutes, you know, because they've got an hour to fill. And I'm not saying you're going to be able to write gold for an hour. I mean, I struggle to even say something funny for 2 minutes. So, to write something good for an hour, that's crazy.
Now we're getting ugly serious.
I mean, I'm obviously not a professional comedian or writer, so I'm not saying like the stakes are massive or anything, but I'm just saying, like, in my perspective, that's a crazy thing to do.
Welcome to the Zoe Zone.
And I think that's why I have an appreciation for some of the art forms. Like, I have an appreciation for people that can draw well, because I tried to draw well and I can't. And I know how much patience and how difficult it is to make something that comes from your mind to actually hit the paper.
Ah, you know you're better.
And I constantly write lyrics, and I constantly write like ideas for TV shows and movies, because that's a world I want to explore. I really do. I really appreciate those. They've had such a big impact on my life that of course I want to do something with them in the future. And it's hard. I don't care for Supergirl. Sorry, I'm just going to pause for a second. I don't care for Supergirl. I'll try to watch it. But yeah, Arrow, they stopped doing the flashback once it's like season 6 and end season 5, so you're good. Sorry. They stopped doing it at season 5, season 6. It's like 20 episodes a season. You're basically saying, like, yeah, if you watch like 100 and something episodes, then you don't have to deal with the flashbacks anymore. I do like the characters you meet through the flashbacks. I've only met a couple. Am I season 2 yet? I don't know if I'm season 2 yet. I'm either end season 1 or beginning season 2. But I've just had another character become I'm trying to, like, basically not give spoilers.
Good thing I went to ballet school.
Gosh, it is a lot to show. Anyone who comes in here just to see SSX is going to be so angry. They're like, what's he doing? He's playing the game poorly, and he's talking about TV shows. What a terrible streamer. He's not funny and he can't play games. What's going on? I'm really critical, aren't I? Don't answer that. Oh, falling off the ball again. In the snow again. I just keep falling in the snow again, and I failed to actually win. Gonna have to restart it. Yeah, there's not too many TV shows. Like, honestly, I don't watch a lot of TV shows. I just finished the new season of Archer, like, literally today, and it took me about a week to actually go through it, because I couldn't... Because I like Archer, I do. I think it's a fun show to watch. But I really couldn't be bothered to actually watch it, so... It took me like a week to go through the new season. And it's not my favourite season. I mean, that also is sort of why I didn't really watch all of it in one go, because it's not my favourite season. But then, like, I kind of struggled to get through the new Netflix show Disenchanted, which is made by the creator of The Simpsons. I really thought, like, yeah, no, it was fine, but it wasn't really gripping. I mean, it's fun. It's you know, if you like it, you like it. I'm not, because it's not bad. As I said, it's better than anything I could write. But just a lot of weird things. I mean, that's what it's going for. It's going for strange comedy. It's not going for like Simpsons comedy, which is like everyone can kind of get it. Like your grandma can sit in and chill out and watch a bit of Simpsons with you. Where, you know, it's not like that. Simpsons is super good. It's surprising. A lot of people hate on New Simpsons. A lot of people are like, oh, New Simpsons is rubbish. But I'm like, you have a show for like 20 years and keep it good. I think you're going to struggle. And honestly, I still think some of the stuff they write is good. Yeah, maybe I'm not laughing every second, but I'm laughing every once in a while. And I like New Simpsons. I think the animation quality is way better, and I mean, it should be. And honestly, if someone said to me, do you want to watch an old episode of Simpsons or a new one, I'd say I want to watch a new one, just because I want to experience something new. I don't really want to relive the past all the time. Though, if someone starts singing Mr. Plow, you know, come on. Old Simpsons is good. I think anything you see as a kid though, like kids have a lower sort of idea of what's good, what's bad, because you don't have loads to compare it to. But when you're like in your 20s, like I am, or you know, whatever, you're 17, 18, you're 16, 13, you've seen things, you know there's other things available. It's not just what's in front of you. So, and also your concept of time is a lot different as well. It seems a little more precious than what it used to be, because there's other concepts that you understand that's like, it makes it more precious, you know? But yeah, no, I it's a bit too deep for talking about The Simpsons, basically. I quite like The Simpsons. I like Futurama. I like a lot of shows, I really do. I think, but then you won't really find me sort of saying I don't like things too much, because if I don't like it, I remove it from like what I don't watch it. I don't acknowledge it at that point. Not because I don't think it's worth my time, but if I'm not enjoying it, really, what's the point? Oh yeah, come on, easy win. Just need to. Oh no. Oh god, don't roll in. Don't roll in. Just. There we go, one.
You know, there's something about this winning thing.
Just barely won. That's amazing. Transport. Right, I need to do the last one. So we're going to go down the same mountain again. It's going to seem very similar, but this time we're not going against someone. We're just trying to beat that score in general. Oh no, we're going down the whole mountain this time. So as long as we can get that score on the first bit of the mountain, we don't even have to worry. So we're actually this is gonna be a bit of a longer course. But yeah, no, I like The Simpsons. It's good. That's gonna be it. That's it for the rest of the day now. Yeah, I like The Simpsons. Pretty good. I think it's, for me though, me and my friends have like sat down and we've watched a lot of the newer stuff. So it's not just me sitting in a room critiquing. That's not the words. Critiquing it. You know, I'm sitting there having a pizza, talking to my friends, going like, yeah, that's pretty good. I think having company can improve a lot of situations, as long as you're actually enjoying the company. It's not something you were forced to do. It's why people play games with people, it's why people watch people, because having someone there makes an experience more enjoyable, you know? So yeah. I don't know. At the end of the day, everything I say is just an idea. It's never all fact. Though I can give a fact, if people want. Now this isn't a fact that I know because I'm smart and I've looked into it all, but I've watched a show called QI. I quite like QI. It's quite fun. It's a show that they show here in the UK, where a bunch of comedians will get together and they'll have a chat about history, facts, modern day facts, history facts. It's like a quiz show basically, but for comedians. There's loads of different types of these shows, but QI is the one I'm specifically talking about, and it's probably the one I'm most fond of. But technically, there's no such thing as a fish, because every single species in the ocean is so different from each other that you can't really call them one thing. Obviously, if I said to you, that's a fish, you know what I mean. So you can argue from that point, yes, there is a thing as a fish. But technically there's no such thing as a fish. So there you go. Learn something. That is the fact that I've watched many, many episodes of that show, and that is the only fact that I have actually ever remembered. How amazing is that? Or how rubbish is my memory? I wasn't even looking at the screen, I was just staring at the chat. I'm quite an active streamer when it comes to chat, as people probably know, because I do respond quite quickly, but I use chat as fuel. It's the best way to start a subject. The thing is, right, when you're talking to an audience, or friends or whatever, if you're speaking to someone in person, what will happen is you can see their face, so you can understand whether they're like, oh yeah, what you're saying, I understand, and I'm interested in hearing more. But when you're talking to people who you can't see any sort of reaction from, physical, or like uh-huh, I want that, I want my chat to just be yep, okay, yep, that sounds interesting, I like this, that's what I want. Don't go around doing that, because that would just annoy people. Not me, but other people's streams. If we just started doing that, that'd be annoying some people. But yeah, no, that's why, like, looking at chat and going like, what do you think is a really good way, because you start a conversation, and that conversation is obviously relevant to the people watching because they started it via you. That's pretty much me just saying I use chat to stay interesting, because that's what I do. That's why I'm so active down there. That sounds bad out of context, doesn't it? I'm so active down there. Everyone got their clean soundbite. So, let's talk about something I know a little about. Podcasts. I adore podcasts. I'll be honest, last night I was in bed, I was having a bit of a rough time trying to sleep, because my sleep schedule is so rubbish that I don't sleep till about 4 in the morning nowadays. Yeah, it's not good. So, what did I do yesterday? Well, I want my brain to be occupied on something, so I'm not thinking constantly. So I whipped on a podcast. I just found... I keep watching clips from a podcast on YouTube, so I thought I'll give it an actual go. And I put on a podcast, and while I was sleeping, just had the podcast playing. And I remember nothing from about the 7 podcasts I listened to while I was sleeping. I was hoping they'd sort of be playing around in my head while I was asleep, so I'd wake up and I'd go like, oh yeah, I remember when they said this while I was sleeping, and I'd have a chuckle to myself. But no, that didn't happen. In fact, I just blew through about 7 podcasts, and now I'm thinking I should probably play those podcasts again while I'm awake, so I actually know what they said. Because it's an interesting podcast and they're funny, but just having something talking about those didn't really help me go to sleep. So if anyone's trying to go to sleep right now and they've got the stream on, just trying to help them have a nice little snooze, or whatever you want to call it, you know, thanks for choosing me as your nighttime radio. That's what my channel should be called, Nighttime Radio. And I should have a really dull voice. Wait, is my voice dull? I'm not even sure. It's a very plain voice, it's not, you know, I'm not going around doing documentaries or anything. It's not something that you can listen to 7 hours in a row. Oh wait, people can. You have more choices for pizza toppings than us. Sorry. I didn't even go anywhere near that score. I was doing terrible. Sorry.
You're listening to EA
What is
Radio
this?
Big.
Are you asking me what kind of pizza toppings we have? We have loads. Do you know what one? There's one pizza topping, right? People, it's like Marmite or Vegemite. People love it or they hate it. It's pineapple. Some people hate it. They're like, nah, you put pineapple on a pizza, I'm not eating it. And some people are like, oh yeah, slap that pineapple on. I can't wait. And I'm really unsure whether I care about pineapple or not on pizza. I'm really unsure because, right, first of all, if someone puts pineapple on a pizza, that's still a pizza under there. Like, that thing's not going to ruin my day. But it really sometimes doesn't suit the kind of pizza it's on. Most familiar over here is ham and pineapple. But yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on the day. You have more choice of pizza. Oh no, that's the same. It's the same comment. thought it was a new comment. I just read the same one. I like pizza. I had a pizza. Did I have a pizza yesterday? No. I had chicken yesterday. I had a pizza today. I had chicken and sweet corn pizza today, and it was pretty good. I already know your toppings. I looked them up, but pizza is not art. Every topping is... Oh, pizza is art, but every topping is paint. Well, that's an interesting concept. I like that. A fresh new look for this doughy treat. Who calls it a doughy treat? A donut. Now that's a doughy treat by name. Do nuts count as fruit? Can we just clear something up right now? Do nuts count as fruit? And if they do, why? And do some nuts count as fruit and some don't? And do some nuts, if some count as fruit, do some count as vegetables? We are really reaching the pinnacle of conversation right now, and I just went through those trees like it was nothing. These are the questions we need answered, please. Oh gosh.
Heartbreak City.
Do you know what? Right, I'm gonna just straight away, just in case anyone wants to know, what do I eat on pizza? And I'm gonna tell you right now, my favourite pizza in the whole wide world is just a big cheesy pizza. Just shove as much cheese as you can on it. Just a massive cheesy pizza. And then after that, a massive cheesy pizza with toppings. So my first favourite pizza is the cheesiest thing you can get. My second favourite pizza is the cheesiest thing you can get with toppings. So I would prefer just a big cheesy pizza over something with a lot of stuff on it. Because I just want a big cheesy pizza. Nuts or seeds, fruit I think is upper. If it creates juice then it has flesh. Oh. A nut is a seed. I was really hoping you was going to say nuts are fruit, and actually there is a vegetable that is a nut. And
Well, how about some Caesars to help?
I'm a little bit upset there's no... Like, I'm not angry. I'm not saying like I'm upset with you. I'm just upset with nuts in general, and none of them are vegetables. I was really looking forward to the idea of there being a vegetable that's a nut, because I could then go around and tell people that actually there is a nut that's a vegetable, and they'd go no, and they'd look it up and they'd go, oh no, that is a vegetable. And I mean, I just wanted that fact, really. I thought that'd really impress people. I thought like maybe I could even like use it as like a pickup line or something. I never understood the idea of a pickup line. I mean, I get why people use them, but like, it just seems a bit weird to just go like, I'm gonna say something and then you're gonna want to date me. I'm like, I'd rather get to know someone, I think, before that. Because what does that tell you? That you can say something? It doesn't tell me anything about their personality, though, does it? Yeah, someone can come up and say like, oh, did you fall from heaven or something, all they want, but what does that tell me about them? That they like asking people if they fell from heaven? That doesn't really tell me much. I don't know. I'll get like angry about weird things. Like pickup lines. But at the end of the day, if someone told me the funniest thing ever and it was a pickup line, yeah. That's it. That's the best. That's like that would make my day, really. Oh, especially if it was like the worst pickup line ever. If it was just not the worst as in like it's off-putting, but it's just like a really bad joke. Not tasteless, just not funny at all. Because I'll be honest, I quite like bad jokes. I like dad jokes. Oh no, that was a grind. I wonder how many people Google are any nuts vegetables a year, and how many of them are visited by the FBI. Because the FBI is trying to keep it a secret. I'm sorry, man, but you know too much. We can't let the secret about pistachios out. If you don't see me stream in like a year, if in a whole year goes by and I haven't streamed, you know why. Oh my, that's a lot of people. Is that a million? Is that 124 million? It wouldn't even be an oppressive fact then. I'd take it to a party and I'd be like, guess what? This nut's a vegetable. And they'd be like, yeah, we all know. That's upsetting. Not just are nuts in general vegetables, but I mean, because that one's obvious, but is there any nut? I'm going to look it up. This is where we've got to in life. We've got to Googling are any nuts vegetables.
Welcome back to.
We will find out very soon if any nuts
all
are
competitors.
vegetables.
Couple reminders from the fine folks here at Radio Big. Frostbite is far from cool. Snowboard boots occasionally do need a day off.
Oh, whoops.
And MCOM
I've loaded in.
messages
We're going to the
do
lodge because we're going to buy some upgrades.
And now
What
for an
about
update to one of our earlier
70,000?
stories. It seems the orange cat incident, I assume you all know about this by now. The orange cat incident is not over. Sightings of the feline around town.
Right, we need to buy attributes. I want to get my stability up, I think. And my acceleration. So we're going to go that, this, and that, and that's 25. And then we're going to do the same. And that's probably going to be like all my money. That's very close to all of it. But we're going to go up speed as well, and we're going to pop up a little bit of acceleration. And then we're going to go do the races. I don't think any nuts are vegetables. I think they're all seeds.
Radio Big back again.
And possibly some fruit.
Here's a bit of past mountain trivia for those listening.
I'm not happy with that. I mean, no, I guess not, because when you buy fruit and nut, you get fruit and nuts. So nuts must not be fruit. I don't know. We've spoken about it. They're seeds. I'm not like going on about it just to annoy you. Like, I'm not going on about it so you'll just eventually break down and go, look, I've told you already. But maybe I'm the only person in the world right now that's interested. But maybe, just maybe, I've piqued others' interest as well. Who can tell? Oh gosh.
Pick on someone your own size. Consider yourself fortunate.
Oh my goodness. Someone knocked me down at the same time as I knocked them down. Right, I mean, I've like upgraded my speeding and edging and all that, so you'd think, like, by now, these people wouldn't be able to stay the same. Do they level up as I level up? Because if they do, that's a little bit annoying. Oh. I swear, like, Square was never a boost one. Where even am I?
We're losing to these suckers today.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? These. I'm right. My argument with what came first, the chicken or the egg, and I'm pretty sure there's already like an answer that scientists like this is the one, but I'm pretty sure the egg. I'm pretty sure the egg came first. And everyone's like, yeah, but who hatched the egg? Well, some other animal. The chicken's like probably a hybrid of something. But I think definitely an egg. At least definitely chickens as we know them now, an egg. 100% an egg came first. Also, if you consider the idea what came first, the chicken or the egg, and you believe dinosaurs existed, some dinosaurs were hatched from eggs before chickens were even existed. So the first thing that came out of an egg wasn't a chicken. Scientific answer, yes, the egg came first, laid by animals who were not chickens. Oh, look at this. This is what we need. We need a scientist to answer all my stupid questions. You've missed all the chat about what are nuts and are any nuts vegetables, and I'm pretty sure we've definitely discovered that no vegetables are nuts. Sorry, no nuts are vegetables, which has really upset me. You're an English major. Oh. So you had to write a whole thesis. Not thesis, because that would be scientific, wouldn't it? You had to write a whole, I don't know, diary on what came first. Oh my god, if they made you do that, first of all, that's the funniest thing they've ever made a student do. But also, congratulations. I'm sure they didn't make you do that, but I still, congratulations. At this point, I don't know how I graduated regardless. Yeah, no, graduating it from anything. I've totally lost this race, but don't worry, because we've got a second one, I think. We're going to do. You don't just get the one try, do you? It's because I've been reading chat, so I keep looking away. Oh, I need to restart. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Kind of wasted a couple of minutes, but we'll get this done. What's more interesting, though, me winning a race or learning out about chickens, eggs, and dinosaurs? That sounds like a great book, Chickens, Eggs and Dinosaurs. Sounds like a good book you'd give like your kid when you're trying to teach it about chickens, eggs and dinosaurs. That's what we need. We need more educational books called Chickens, Eggs and Dinosaurs. And they don't even teach anything about chickens, eggs or dinosaurs. It's all about like how to spell really long words. How did he overtake me? Oh, sorry, she. That's a different character. Right. Yeah, you really need to learn the shortcuts for this course. I probably do. Like, honestly, you put me on peak 1 and I'll win my races. But the rest of the peaks I'm not familiar with. I played mainly peak 1 when I was younger, so the rest of them I'm not massively familiar with. Oh, then. Here we go. Well, that didn't work, did it? Oh no, I feel like I've gone the wrong way. No, it's fine. Oh gosh. Well, that was terrible. I've just been overtaken as well. I need to like start boosting as well, because I'm really losing a lot of speed. That'll build it up. I could have done a bunch of super tricks. Did I do a bunch of super tricks? Or maybe I just didn't realise I was doing them because I'm just doing them off instinct. Was I not in first? I thought I was. I'm gonna have to read the chat in a second. We ain't even gonna run out. Oh, I thought we wasn't gonna run out. I thought we was just gonna get it. Yes, please. Oh, maybe not. Wait, sorry, I don't even remember. I didn't even see how I hit that, so that might have been super impressive even if I didn't hit the out of bounds. I'm pretty sure I landed on my face and then did a backflip. Right. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not talking. I'm really focusing. I understand it's not the most entertaining thing sometimes. Finish with style. If you ever had the opportunity, I'd watch speedruns of the game just to see what kinds of general strategies they're implementing. Yeah. I only really watch speedruns every once in a while when it comes to games, because I watch GD. Is it GD? No, it's not GDQ. No, it is. Games Done Quick every once in a while. I really like how people commentate and you know, shove their know-how in for a good cause. Yeah. But I'm not going for any world records. I'm just playing the game for fun. Just like having a nice time on Twitch. So I'm sorry if I'm disappointing. Well, it wasn't even funny, so what was that laugh all about? Oh my goodness.
I was made for Max.
I really think I'm gonna win this race super easily. Once I like start getting into the roll of it. I think I just sort of need to stay sort of low to the ground, like keep my traction high. Whoa, what happened there? Did you see, was that, right, did anyone else just see that glitch? Oh gosh. Oh no. I knew that was gonna, oh well, it put me in first, so that's fine. You get super boosted off rails though. That's what I love about rails. If you like press square or X on a rail, super boosted. So, with speedruns, I'm guessing that you, right, sorry. Yeah, no, with speedruns, I'm guessing you've watched them before because you've said about it. about how you know a couple things. What is like the fastest way people do this game? Do they do races, or do they do like the trick contests? What is the fastest way through this game? Because I mainly focus tricks, and then I'll do races every once in a while. But I haven't even visited Peak 3 yet, because I want to do all the Reese's. I want to do all the peanut butter cups that I can, just before I leave all the races. There are different categories. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no, of course. Gosh, I'd imagine a 100% like run of this game would be ages. That was a really nice corner. Like, not to say I'm doing well or anything, but you know, that's a really nice corner. Yeah, finishing stuff once again. I want to subscribe, so take my money already. Wow. I'm afraid you can't subscribe to me because I don't have the affiliate, and I don't even reach the I don't even reach 100% world record. 4 hours. Blimey, that's faster than I expected. It's a lot faster than I expected. I don't even reach the requirements for affiliate. So you need to have at least 3 streamers within like every single stream. Like average wise, I have about 1.5. So I'm nowhere even near doing that. There's 100% speedrun of the game that's pretty insane, and it's my popular category. It's all peaks races, from top to bottom. I'd imagine 100% is super crazy. I bet it's super interesting to watch as well, and it must be super interesting to see people break this game the way they probably can. Oh no. Oh, I wanted to grind that. I was imagining I got supercharged, like speed-wise. Yeah, no. Seeing how people can manipulate games is such an interesting thing to do, and if no one's ever seen GDQ in the chat or anything like that, I do suggest you go find a game that you adore and just having a look on it, because sometimes it's just so interesting, and some of them are really funny as well. Some of my favourite runs, just to name a few, are by a speedrunner called Half Coordinated. He did a speedrun for a game called Transformers. Oh, what was it? It was a Transformers game, but it was made by Platinum Games, so the people that made Bayonetta. One of my favourite runs ever. And I swear that I was actually in class one day when I was still in college watching something, and people were like, "Yo, you gotta shut up because you're laughing too loud." So there you go. It was during lunch. Don't worry, I wasn't just like not doing the assignments. But yeah, no. Also, he did a Nier run, but if you've never played Nier, then it kind of spoils the game a little bit, because obviously Nier is super story. Oh, I love Nier. Nier's such a fun game. Such a good RPG. JRPG. Oh gosh, I've lost all speed. I don't know if we're going to get the first place on this one. I really hope we do, but I'm not sure. I'm sure we can come back, but I'm getting too much air. I'm not spending enough time on the ground. I'm only in third. I did recover that. Sorry. Did someone just finish the race? Oh goodness. Well. That's what I get for like not concentrating and speaking about speedruns and stuff. I only actually really got into speedrunning about 2 years ago. I don't speedrun games myself, so that's not what I'm saying. It takes so much patience and so much time dedication. That like, I'm not saying I would never do it, but if I ever did, I'd have to be in a pretty comfortable position in life, you know. doing? Come on. Right, there's the other guy. But it's 93, so yeah, we're probably going to come third. That's upsetting. Well, we've came third. I could restart right now and just do the... Nah. What if me stopping just then made me come last? It's a little annoying how I did come third, because I was doing so well during the first two, but what we're going to do is just accept it and move on.
Once again, this is
Otherwise, we're not going to be getting anywhere. You guys are just going to watch me do the same race like 4 times. Because I assume I would have got first the next time I did it. But I don't think people want to watch me do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. Because as we all know from watching The Dark Knight, I'm not going to finish it. But yeah, no, use the time in the air to do tricks. It's good advice. Take all rails. Alright, so any rails I can take later. Well, if I grab those ones, I'll probably just jump off the thingy. Take rails, use time in air. Yep. We'll do. Oh. Take the inside, take the inside. Oh gosh, I just missed that, didn't I? Oh, that was terrible. I'm just gonna, yep. Because I didn't even bother jumping. I look really bad at this game now. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Sometimes I am. Just bad at games. I was trying to grind that. I think you can grind those ledges. Get on a rail, but just didn't work out that time either. Alright, well, there's always lap 2. So, you're quite familiar with SSX3, but how do you feel about the other SSX games? Is this one maybe your favourite, or is this one like just one you like every once in a while? Because I know a lot of people really like Tricky, and I personally have never touched Tricky. I own it, I've just never touched it, and I own it because so many people really like it. But this is the one I have memories with. Oh my god, what have I done? I think I've just lost the race. I'm not really unsure what I've done. What? Go in there, yeah. Yeah. Gosh, that was terrible. That was embarrassing. Can I get it back though? Oh my goodness, I jumped off the wall.
Hey, Zoe! Oh, you're...
What if we can get a comeback now? Wouldn't that just be the best? Let's go, let's go. Oh, well, no comeback. Really? Why is it? Even the CPU had a tough time getting out. Do you know what I've not played in a while, but I would super really like to play, is 1080 snowboarding, and I think I can actually pick it up through the Wii U, so that might be a stream that I can do in the future if people are interested in seeing snowboarding games. 1080 snowboarding is my first experience with a snowboarding game. It might be even my first experience with extreme sports games, because it was N64, so when I was super young. I will read the comments in just a second. I just want to try and focus. I'm not ignoring you, don't worry. I think he's already finished. Yeah. Whatever. We're still going to get a chance for the second one. Tricky was the first. My first SSX3 was when I started to realise I was bad at games, and SSX on Tour was awesome. Wasn't SSX on Tour... No, it was. I was thinking, was it a PSP exclusive? But it wasn't a PSP exclusive, but there was a port to the PSP. SSX3 is like... I didn't own the other ones. The only one I ever owned was SSX3. When I was a kid, at least. come on. So like, I'm only really familiar with 3, and who knows, maybe I'll boot Tricky one day and I'll go, oh my, I was wrong. This whole time I should have been playing Tricky. Really? Again? It's whatever. Honestly, that doesn't feel like the slowest thing to do. As long as I don't miss this jump, like I did. Okay, well, I'm still in first, so... Am I gonna land that? I know. I thought like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then I didn't. Right, come on. Oh. I thought that was a one-hole rail. Okay. Right. I'm really sorry if my commentary at the moment is like, right, okay. Because I don't want to be unentertaining. I'm like the worst snowboarder ever. Can I get a pair of skis? I've heard skis are easier. Can I just get a pair of skis, please? Did you actually ever play SSX? The PS3, Xbox 360 one? Because I did, and I was very upset when I found out it didn't have an open world. Because I kind of bought it expecting it. Because I thought, why would you not? SSX 3 had one, so why would they take that ability out? But yeah, no, it was amazing. I mean, it's not a bad game, but they did take out something I really enjoyed from the series, which was just riding from the top of the mountain all the way down to the bottom. That's something that I really love doing. That's like one of the things I love doing in like the skate series as well, is just going from the top of the map down to the bottom of the map. It's just really fun cruising and finding things that you've just never seen before. But yeah, any game that just gives you some kind of like open world where you can actually do stuff in it, like it's all well having an open world in a game, but if all you can do is walk around, there's nothing else to do, then it doesn't really keep people too motivated to actually explore it. Where games like this or Skate, where everything becomes usable in the environment because you can actually play with it as if it was a mission. Well, that was rude. Okay, let's see. You can go right over that ledge at the beginning and bypass those. Alright. You can actually jump over the one with the trick boost all the way up left. A bit further ahead, it's called Big Skip in runs. Wait, the one with trick boost. And go up there. Go, wait, all the way to the left and go. I'll try and keep an eye out and see if I can see it near the beginning.
Here's a little auto.
You saying you can jump over those?
Hey, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Well, that was great. Right, let's see. Oh, I tried to cheat the game a bit. Let's see if I can do it still. Go way left. Go left. Like that? Do you mean like that? Did I do it right? Gosh, please land this. Kind of. So I was close, but I was supposed to go. Okay. I thought it was close. Oh no. And now I'm paying for it. Oh gosh, there's someone behind me. I tried to look behind me, that's why you just saw me do 2 tail presses. It's kind of weird how you can actually skip more of the level. Like, I skipped like a pretty good chunk. I skipped at least like 5%. Or at most, sorry, maybe. I skipped 1%. Well, that's not what I wanted, but... Great, I probably lost the lead. Oh no, it's right there. If I come second on this last race, I'm gonna be so salty. Oh, you dare. You dare do that to me. This game's gonna do it to me. It's gonna so do it to me. It's gonna take away my win. We've got to go for this. We've got to get this win. That's pretty decent recovery. Let's go. Where has he gone? He's actually just gone miles ahead. Oh no, he's there, he's there. Oh yes. That's what you get. We're in second again. How, when did he overtake me? I'm actually going to come second again. Are you joking? That's so... See, this is where doing Uber trips and other races. Look at him. He's beaten me in both the races, and now he's like, hey, you're pretty good, why don't you try and beat me? He's basically just trying to embarrass me. Okay. Right.
We're back with Radio
We gotta win this one.
Here's the latest on some mountain
We gotta win this one
conditions.
for pride.
Snow? Tons. Wind? None. Sun?
The only one that really matters.
Crowds? Not very many.
Alright.
Me? Working? Not for long. See you soon.
Alright. Okay. You want me to do tricks? I can do tricks.
Here we go with some deep sky to get y'all going.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at doing tricks. Like, it's kind of my main thing in this game. I'm not used to this like Xbox layout though. Seriously, I swear if I had a PS2 like 2 layout, I would at least get at least 2% more of things better. Like I'd be 2% better at the game. So instead of being like, I don't know, 5% good at this game, I'd be at least 7. I was so worried I was going to say the wrong number then, and just look like an idiot because I couldn't add 5 and 2. Should have done 2 Ubers there. Where am I supposed to go? Down here? No. Over here. Oh gosh. Well, this is where it all falls apart. About to lose that Uber. Oh my gosh, that's so close. We're both just trying to hit each other as well. Come here. Do you know, I feel like I'd be better at Sonic Riders. I like Sonic Riders. Sonic Riders was fun. That was a good game. And there was also that Kirby racing game as well, wasn't there? I don't even know what that was called. I remember when Sonic Riders released this Connect game. How interested would people be in seeing that? The Sonic Riders Connect game. Huh? I don't own it, but I would totally be up for buying that game. I would love to play Connect games on stream. I think that'd be really interesting. I'd have to set up a camera and I'd have to set up the Connect. But I don't mind, honestly. Oh gosh, come on. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. Yeah, anyone who like actually beats Kirby in a race, he's just like and just eats them and becomes faster because he inherits the stats of the previous racer. He knows all of the shortcuts. Is Kirby a one-of-a-kind creature? There are other Kirbys, aren't there? Kirby's not just like... There's not just one Kirby. Like, surely in the Kirby world, there's multiple Kirbys. Oh my goodness, I've lost. That's it. 91% and I've just, like, done that. Are you joking? He's already won. Yeah, see, look, he's already won. I'm the worst. I'm a little bit upset about this. A little bit. Right. No. Not transport. We're doing that one again. Right, I'm going to give it one more try. If we don't get it, we're going to go move on to Peak 3. But we are going to come back and do all these races again at some point, or I will. Whether that's on stream or not is really up to interest of people wanting to see it.
Low-fat, one-of-a-kind chemical brothers. Just right, with no complications.
Right. Honestly, I do think I can do this. I just don't know why, like, I'm playing so poorly. Also, I need to buy new clothing. Because, like, I've been wearing the same stuff for ages. I mean, my stats are, like, pretty good. Like, I've done my stats up. Like, I'm nearly at the end of the stats thing. So, I don't know. Used a hell of a lot more. Okay. Oh no.
Dude, how'd you get there?
Okay, we just need to really go for it. Oh, I'm just falling off things now. Here we go. We really just need to win, because honestly, it's a pride now. It's for pride.
You're slow-motionally challenged. Hey, you're messing with my free space.
The info boost. So I just like, the thing is, like, if I start focusing on tricking, I just feel like I'm going to fail a bunch more. Because I'm not familiar with the mountains. I'm not sure like where's like a good place to do any of the tricks. Because where am I going to get a bunch of height? Because obviously, like, if I did a trick there, it would have just knocked me off the board. Oh my goodness, this is like the worst. Anyone who's watched speedruns is like, yeah, you're playing the game wrong. Give me the controller. You're doing it wrong. That's why I should hire a speedrunner to come and play the game for me, and I'll just talk over it. And people will be like, oh my gosh, how does he talk about so many weird things while playing the game perfectly? And no one will ever know. Here we go. I should be boosting them, shouldn't I? Alright, we're catching up. Oh, no. Don't say anything, ever. Don't ever compliment yourself. Don't ever say you're doing well. It never ends well. You always hit a trick. What's down here? What even? Ooh, is that a shortcut? Oh, we're gonna lose it again. Yeah, literally not much I could have done, other than played better.
You gotta hit bottom before you can reach the top.
All I could really do is play better. It's fine. You don't need height, you need strategy. Finding the fastest places to do tricks is the right time. At the right time. No, not peek. Go peek free. I'm gonna just straight up skip the cutscene as well because they look horrible when you see this kind of like crisp looking gameplay and then you see the cutscene. Yeah, it's not good.
You're listening to Radio Big.
Also, gonna straight away transport straight over to the blue station.
We're back with EA Radio Big. Checking in with current events, we got this.
I say this much,
The
it's
Mountain
hard. It
Film
probably
Festival
is.
this year kicks off with a
It
torchlight
takes
parade
weeks of
downtown.
training. It takes a
Festival
minute of
organizers
training if
Frozen
you're good,
Films
but
are asking that
for me,
torchbearers use safety
oh good.
flares,
What are you doing?
not
You just went straight past the
propane-powered
lodge. Can't even get to
flamethrowers
the
like
lodge
last
properly.
Oh yeah, I know, safety first. But you know, when that propane tank exploded last year, you just can't create that kind of humor.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna spend our money on the most expensive thing you can. Not like literally the most expensive thing you can. Wait a minute, is that the? I thought that was the code name Kids Next Door Kid. Oh, they're not very nice at all. Boards we got. Okay, I'm very interested in getting a skateboard deck. That's like 50 grand, and I don't think that's worth it. The SSX 3000. Oh my. No allowance, but it's 50 grand. Special effects. What does this do? Oh, they're effects. What am I, an idiot? Does each mountain have its own, like, gear? Is that like a thing where, like, if I go to a different station, there'll be different gear there? That's an interesting concept.
Welcome back to Radio
Yep, each
Big.
one has its own store and its own
Competitive
clothes.
spotlights on
Oh,
Zoe Payne.
is that each mountain does, or each, like, lodge place? Let's have a look. Free ride. So we've got blue station. Isn't there another station? Okay, I guess not. So what other stations we got in free ride? Got yellow station, red station. Let's check out red station.
Radio Big back again. Here's the latest big
Mountains,
mountain
not
weather.
lodges.
Heavy snowfall we've
Okay,
been
so
experiencing
the
for
mountains
last
have
while shows no
As soon as we go to red
sign
station,
of
we're going to
letting
then
up.
straight away check
Snow
back
depth
in
on
with
Peak 3 has almost reached a record level set way back
the trick
in
contests.
1925. Yep, even then there was some maniac out here tearing it up. Go on, get up there. It's your turn.
I thought that was going to be like,
Here's the inside
I
track
thought that
of
was
the
going to
circuit.
work, but no, I just
A lot
landed
of
next
talk
to it.
going around lately about
Whatever,
Nate
it's fine.
Logan proclaiming himself as master
There we go.
of Peak 2. Big time.
Easy. Gonna buy so much. Buy gear. Faces. What? How's that different from the one I have before? Oh, the eyes. Hats. We've got beanie wise. What's the ones that I've got now? Beanies with rollers? No, what's the... Is it tall? No, I think that's the Nordic beanie. Yeah, none of them are as cool as the ones I've got now. Wait, is that a FIFA Street? That is. That's amazing. Oh, I've already looked at hairstyles. What about eyewear? Riot. When I think of Riot, I just think of Paramount. Oh, those are cool. For 200, yes I will. Accessories, Halo. These are all headbands. Special. Okay. I guess that's... Oh no, wait. Just upper body as well. I was like, I guess they don't have any shirts or anything, but that's fine. Got a bunch of backpacks. think so. Yeah, none of them are really great, are they? There's no good or amazing tops for her. What am I? Right, let's just equip some gear. Honestly, I think that's the best look we're gonna get. I mean, maybe her shoes could be improved. Did I buy a new hat? No, I didn't. Eyewear. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What if we just avatar? I don't know. I want that skateboard. What's this? That's pretty cool. Okay, let's do that for now. And spice attributes. Let's see, what do we want? Speedy might be pretty good. Increase speedy while cornering and balancing. What's what edging did? Oh, that's just handling. Well, since I'm going to go do trick competitions, I'm going to just go for that right now. That's going to be foul. Yeah. Get money. Do I want the spin or the tricks? Increase the speed of performing tricks, or I want the spin, I think. So we could do one for both. There we go. As soon as I do all the upgrades, I look at chat and they're like, "Oh yeah, you should do acceleration." Oh no, I've just spent the money. Sorry, we'll get some acceleration in a bit, but we're gonna go do the trick contests, and you should be able to see that I'm somewhat okay at them. I'm not gonna say somewhat decent or somewhat good. Somewhat okay
And you're back.
is probably the best way to describe it. I actually don't know
Once again,
Peak
this
3,
is
I
Radio
think,
Big.
at all. I don't know if I've ever
Time now
ridden
for a
down
mountain
Peak
update.
3.
Maybe
Maybe I
I
have
have
once, but I don't think I've ever done the competitions here. So we are actually in new territory for me. Seriously, Peak 1 is where I know.
Whatever you're doing,
I'm
drop
pretty
it.
good at Peak
Wherever
1.
you're working, leave, ride people, ride.
Alright, let's give it a go.
You're looking to add something new to your collection after getting all your boy band stuff stolen, and I know how.
No, I bet there's like people that stream this that know everything, but I'm just going off of like me trying to actually play the game. So it's not going to be the best strategies for getting points, and we may even bail at some point and lose the whole multiplier, which will ruin the run. Oh gosh, come on. Oh, nearly lost the multiplier then. I couldn't be doing the thingies, yeah, like these. But I don't want to mess around too much and lose my multiplier. Oh, speaking about losing the multiplier,
Like throwing snow on a fire.
I'm so terrible sometimes. Come on. That's why I said I'm somewhat okay. Ooh.
That's what I call performance art.
Come on. Oh no. I didn't know there was like a hole there. I'm doing terrible. Considering like we're 80% through. I really wish I didn't lose that combo, because that combo probably would have rocketed me up quite a bit, points wise. Right, as long as we can get into any place before this is over, should somewhat be okay. Now I'm going to have to do the whole event again. Well, for a first time run of this event ever, that was pretty terrible. More bar hops. I have no idea what that is. The barrier events are really easy to get behind. Levels maybe if you know what you're doing. Good for you. Try to backflip. Then single button grab. Start motion. What even is a bar hop? I don't even know what a bar hop is.
I was just listening to these guys on the way
This
over
proves how much I know about the game.
Reverse 2 times multiplier. Oh yeah, I like real material.
Some of the orange Uber tricks. Oh, okay. Gosh, I'm like actually the worst. Right. I'm gonna just try and do concentration while do a concentration. What even is that? Can't even talk. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna run out of time? Am I actually gonna? I'm gonna run out of time. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time. Oh my goodness. Alright, okay, bar hop. Let's see, what one would that be? That's not it. What, so is that, right, maybe that is it. So maybe that's just a normal gravity state. Wait a minute. Monster trick. Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. I never heard of monster tricks before. Can I do that with all of them? Oh no. Oh yeah. Just... Right, okay. Here we go. Does that work? Does that count as a monster? Well, guess not. And I just lost bunches of points. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get to the qualifier. This is... Okay. This is the worst run ever. I'm pretty sure after she does this run, she gets dropped by every single one of her sponsors. Go into your career highlights at the lodge. Then they'll tell you how to do the monsters you've unlocked. I probably haven't unlocked any. I'm going to give that one another go, I think. Do you know, no, I'm going to do the really, really easy one to get money. Because that was disgusting.
You're back with Radio Big.
That was literally
Time
the
now for a look at
worst
circuit news. Check out the
anyone's
Superpipe
ever done.
Com
No,
app
maybe not the
today
worst
on
anyone's ever done.
Perpendiculous.
The worst anyone's ever done is when someone's
Way
accidentally
up
turned off the
123.
PlayStation halfway through.
Check this one out if you got a Jones.
We'll
for
go look at some
vertigo
career highlights.
and some altitude
I wish there was
sickness.
videos of me just falling over the career highlights. Your career highlight? And it's just her like eating a whole tub of Haagen-Dazs. Alright, super easy one too.
This is what
Super easy, and he bails like a second in. Like, oh, stop bragging. Stop bragging, because you can't brag when you have zero skill. It's like I have zero spatial awareness, and I didn't do anything right now. I didn't do any tricks, I just did flips. Right, why wouldn't they do any backflips right now? Oh, there's like a whole thing up here as well. Oh, cool. There's ramps. I can't remember how to do the bar hop. wanted to do a monster trick. Be like, I used the thing, you taught me, but I don't remember how to do it. Is that it? I guess not. Double backflip. Are you saying I've got to do 2 backflips like this? 1, 2, and then normal grab? No. Right, I should have annihilated this. Points wise.
This doesn't get any better than this.
What even was that? Yeah, this is the pipe. I mean, they're all easy events. All the pipes are super easy. Right. Okay, final event. Oh, I'm surprised I landed that. It didn't look too good for a second.
Yeah, give me credit.
Right, so that. Oh, and it's called Chemical Brothers, like the band in the game. Oh, that's funny. How did I fail to land that? Sorry. Could someone just explain to me real quick? You didn't land. Oh, I was pressing X probably. Probably pressing X to. Yep. Because I'm an idiot. Right, here we go. Just gotta pick up speed again. Do this whole thing great. Got a bail in the air. Oh, this is terrible. And Streamer of the Year award goes to.
I love the fresh smell of big air in the morning.
Right, we gotta try and build that like combo up real quick. Because we've only got a minute and we've gotta like win this. Otherwise, I am probably the worst at this game.
Doing myself. Outstanding.
And that's why I'm adding manuals in between. Because doing that means I will build the combo meter faster.
Somebody build me a monument. Don't get no better than this. Center stage and loving it.
Right, I need to soon consider
That's one for the
just what I'm going to be doing.
digging it, mad style.
I don't think I'm going to get this.
Such wicked mad style. It just keeps getting better and better.
Where am I going to come? Not even close. Not even going to accept it. I'm not accepting it. No thank you. Restart. Right, let's see if we can do no bails. No bails. Should be easy enough.
So wicked. Even the Eagles know my name.
I just tried to do it again, but it didn't do it. Well, That's definitely not it. Oh, because I'm pushing the wrong button. I'm an idiot.
Yeah! I'm writing my acceptance speech.
Do I have to be backflipping straight off the bat? Well, it's not doing it. That's probably more than
Oh
needed.
yeah, it doesn't get any better
I
than
don't know.
this.
Right. Focusing on the monster tricks has really... Oh. I legit, like, pushed my chair back so far that I thought I was about to fall off the chair. Out of, like, oh, I can't believe I've done this.
Try, tested, and spot on. Yeah, I'll never get enough.
Right.
I even want to be me.
Here we go, here we go. Oh, I didn't even land that. Those long tail presses aren't helping. Tying into the previous trick. Oh, so it's not even doing anything. Right, this time. This time. And by this time I mean the next restart isn't the next 5th try. Okay, well, we'll use it just down here. It's just to try and build some stuff while I can.
Lovely air.
Oh, don't do that. You can tell I saw the mistake just then. Like, oh, don't do that! And I land and I die. Well, she didn't die, but she definitely didn't land in a good way. I might have messed it up as well, with the way I'm playing. You can see what I'm doing, like I'm trying to go for it, as if I'm going to get it again. Oh, I did. Should probably have a look, see what tricks I've unlocked monster-wise. Got ages. So if I can build that combo up, bigger again. So if I keep spamming it, it must surely just not be a good trick. You must use it to the end. Right, we need to fail pretty soon. Right, let's go. Well, we came second. It's pretty upsetting because it's not where we wanted to be. It's pretty annoying. And I was only a load of points off. I got 20 grand. I got 20 grand. Right, let's have a go at the other one. I'm like really not familiar
We're
with
back
like
with EA Radio
the
Baby.
last mountain at all.
I think the SSX sponsors are in a happy place today from what went down on Peak
Right,
3's
see what we got here.
Ridiculous. The snowboard industry and media were buzzing about not only the trick scores, but the level of risk in the performance. Normal people also enjoyed it.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can
You know, it's always a good time for some Alpine stars. And here they are.
Oh, that's not working out very well.
Style, thy name is Zoe.
That was not too bad. That wasn't too bad. Left track, left all the way. Okay, so next time stick with left. Okay, we'll do. Let's see what we get from left. Oh no. What have I done? Can't believe an English major has a typo. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. It's our little secret. Just like that. That was terror. I'm doing super badly.
That was a total dig-me move.
Not even enough to get into the qualifier. Not even enough to get into the qualifier. Why even happen there? No, not teleport. Freestyle. Much too much. Yeah, do the jumps. Do the... Yeah. What is with these like graphical issues? Like I didn't know the not 360, the Xbox One version. It's getting a little bit annoying. I need that song. It's like, got mad skills and we'll get wild. We'll get wild. Yeah. Just gonna restart real quick. For all you SSX players out there, that's what I call a restart. Hear me jamming like every single button with the controller, which is pretty fun. Did I want to go higher left or do I want to go lower left? Like I did. Oh.
Oh, you're being such a chump.
This is fantastic. Oh my. At this point, it's like, what are you even? What are you even entering the competition for? To come in 6th place? Let's see if we can boss all the way up to 3rd. I feel like I was doing better on the right, honestly. Didn't even do a flip. Yeah. Thought so. It wasn't even that bad. Impossible. I'm trying to like, I don't even know how to get onto it because I'm trying to, oh there we go.
That was a monster hop.
This isn't bad, this isn't too bad, we can do something with this. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we can definitely do something. Oh, wrong. I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm locked in now. But I'm back onto the right. Well, figuratively, right hand. Don't. What was she thinking? What was Zoe thinking? That wasn't me controlling it, that was her. I was 100% hurt. And so is every other mistake that's been made in this game. Me.
I'll take seconds of that.
Nice. Okay. Final round, can we do it? Seeing as we've got Uber straight away. Let's go. What we got? Monster trip. That. Oh no, I thought I was going to make it, but I've really just got to mess myself up. I'm probably not even going to get second this. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to get second. Because I'm not even going to get first. Or third, sorry. Terribly quick restart. This must be like the most upsetting thing to watch as someone who knows what to do. Just watching someone fail at a game that you're like, I like this game, you're terrible at it. If only I started out with Uber as well, that would have been great. What are you doing? Do the trick. Oh my god. Great. Well, count this run as... Yeah, no, well, let's grab that. And then restart. Even though I know that you don't keep... What, did you... Sorry. Did I just upside down grind? I think I did. And I just hit a rock. And another one. This is just restarts. I did it again. Consistently grind upside down. If needed. That was good enough. 540. Right, left track. There we go. That high. I feel like that messed up all my speed. And once again, we're going for the restart. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've seen the menu screen more than I have the game. Just smack the back of the red in. I don't even have Ubers, so that was great. Oh no, that was too close. Well, I think some. What a terrible. Well, I did absolutely terrible. Way of playing the game is you just give up because you're like, well, I've placed somewhere. You're like, oh, well, I did something. It's like, I don't know anymore.
Welcome back to Radio Big. Well, although much of Peak 3 was without crowds
Time to
today,
buy
riders
upgrades.
were fully committing
Not because I think that's
themselves
going to
to a
make me
brilliant
the
display of
best
talent
at
on
the
much too
trick
much.
contests. I
Despite
don't,
threats
trust
of
me.
whiteouts, avalanches,
But
and natural
I'm going to go by
disasters,
acceleration.
the trick
And
scores
then we're going to go back into doing races in a whole new area I've never seen before. Can't do that. Let's do this. And let's do that. I should probably do edging as well, but it's too late now. I do want to save the progress. Here, please. Right. Let's go do the races. And as I said, I've never seen these tracks before, so if I do them completely wrong,
and
that's
you're
half
back
of the
with
reason
Radio
why.
Big. All riders, there's some serious
That's
info
2%
you're
of
gonna
the reason
need text
why.
message-wise
And
on your
98%
MCOM. Don't
is
forget to
bad.
check them out.
Bad at games. If you need someone who can't play games, you better call my phone. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. We're gonna win so easily. Number 1.
Here's the latest from Johnny Morgan. I sure hope you love this tune as much as I do, baby.
Come on. No. Oh no. Well, that worked out.
Hey, come back.
See you guys later.
Hey.
Oh, that was nice. I like it. Get that rail. Oh, I couldn't get the rail. Well, I tried at least. And that's half the battle. Okay. Oh, nice. I didn't even know you could grind that. And I would have just died if I continued on the path I was going. Do that special. Okay, well, at least we got the U and Uber now.
Straight to the Hall of Fame. Oh man, I love myself today.
Oh, I didn't think that was going to fail me. But it did. Oh, what's on the out of bounds? You would absolutely break your feet from heights like that. Like, honestly, I'm just talking about real life, okay? You're gonna break your feet. I don't think snow's that soft. Do I go left? I think I do. Yeah. Let's do this. Pop around that corner. No one's to be seen anywhere. We're doing really well. Yeah, sure, not breaking world records, but compared to how some of the other races or events have gone,
Baby, I'm
relatively
making
good.
history.
Relatively. Oh gosh. That is very fun. Oh, now that. That's how we like it. Have to get this super in trick. Oh, I knew I wasn't going to do that. As soon as I did that first one, I'm like, don't go for a second. And I went, I'm doing it. It's like an internal fight. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. Yeah, Radio Big.
Aphrodite, by request, for Zoe Payne.
This one.
If one of them even punched me like a little bit, I'm down. Why is no one going out of bounds? This thing's amazing. scared to take the risk.
Yeah, I just
Wow,
like
bouncing.
the laugh. The rush never gets old.
There we go. Here we go. I think I just saw a comment of hitting the ground at high speeds. Depends on the angle of the ground at which you land. Yeah, no, I mean it probably would, whether you hit the speed and whatnot. And snow density and all that. I mean, it all factors in, but the speed at which you hit and the speed at which you stop. If you carry speed through when you land, theoretically you could be fine. But because it's the sudden stop that hurts. It's not hitting the ground. It's that all that force just gone, and that's where like the braking or all that comes from, really. So I think there is a speed at which like you can go where things just don't work as much. I think like if you reach a certain speed and you're not sort of like protected, you're just taking the speed on fully, then basically your body becomes jelly. I think. I'm not 100% sure. And that's the scientific term as well, in case you
Is there nothing I can't do? Time to take notice and take notes.
We might actually do some good stuff here. If we can get a good start. I haven't gone right yet.
I got a request going out to TG up on Peak 1 for something
no.
from the band Kinky.
There's a good reason I didn't go right.
Hey, Vigo! You must have missed breakfast.
Oh no.
You better call a cab.
Be
Okay,
careful
we're just gonna
what
have
you
to
wish for.
stop trying to hit people and start going for tricks and stuff. We really need to catch up to the first place. Oh my goodness. It always uncrumbles in the third race, like, because I get too cocky and I'm like, I'm good to do this. The way they signpost this is amazing. Alright, let's do this. Now I'm in 5th. Have I got any hope of even catching up? Should I just restart? That's what I want to think. Yeah. Should I just restart? Okay. 2 people here. Oh gosh. It was going so well.
Out of my way.
Okay, there's 2nd place. We just saw 2nd place. Up here.
Oh, I'm leftovers. Ouch, +1.
Oh, there's first. I had more boost. Oh, you're joking. come on. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Literally, like, nearly had a full comeback. That was so close. Like, edge of the seat. The guy just tripped up as soon as he, like, even exited. Oh. He's so angry. You see, he had the exclamation mark above his head. He's like, I'm not happy about this. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's build up some meter. Right. I think, honestly, it's going to be fine. I think we're going to do it. I'm feeling good about this one. Don't do that. Oh, I missed the boost. We've got 2 there. We just need to get more Ubers. Oh, I was like, I shouldn't have done 2 tricks, but I actually just landed it, so that was fine. Shouldn't have done 2 there though. I like his style of thinking, let's go. It's such a heated race, it is for me at least. You guys probably aren't on the edge of the seat because you ain't got the controller in your hands. But I'm like, so invested. Oh no. Oh, but I'm first. Okay. Worth. Why are you overtaking me like that? Come on, go down. Right, let's get this. Let's try and get this super. So I think if we can get like the super Uber, then we've won.
That's what I call performance art.
Come on. I mean, surely he's quite ahead of us. And I can't do that because that counts as out of bounds. Oh my! The cheats. Cheats. Oh no, this is it. That's the one. I think that's the one. Don't want to brag or anything, but I think that's the one. Look at him, he's so angry. How dare you? What was that all about? What was that all about, huh? Cutting me off like that. What do you think we're doing? That's what he's saying. But, sorry, did I earn the platinum in that? I think I just got the platinum. Look, 1 second behind him. No, one in front of him. That is crazy. And we just got a plat. I want to thank everyone who has been teaching me this game.
Once again, this
You know who you are.
We're back with the latest in circuit news. I gotta tell you, I'm loving the
That's amazing, we got a plat.
for riding this at a level I have not seen in a long
This isn't the whole
time.
mountain, is it? This is just
Things are coming
the
Zoe's
top,
way.
right?
Guaranteeing it.
Okay.
Hey, Zoe!
I've never ridden from the top to like.
I'm a robot is up next
Well,
right
that
here.
was not the path to take. So let's give that a restart.
Aldo's lucky enough to be listening
Oh gosh, we got a plat.
and riding.
That is an amazing feeling. Oh, I think we did that. Does it mean more than getting all of the Jack and Daxter trophies on PlayStation 3? Maybe not. But it means pretty something. It means something. So, that's just me bragging. It's not hard to get all the Jack and Daxter trophies. Are you joking? Are you seriously? Great. I think we've lost. I think any lead we give him is bad. And it really depends on how well we catch up. I say we, but I'm not going to make... If I succeed, then it's a we, but if I fail, it's a me. How about that? How does that sound to everyone? I think that sounds like a pretty good deal. Failure is on me. Actually, another speed category every platinum every single event. That sounds really hard and time consuming, honestly. What's the record for that? Do you know? 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. Even though some of the races alone take 3 minutes, it's 2 minutes. And that includes actually putting the disc into the console. What is the definitive, like, what, you know, when people are doing speedruns, what are they using? What are they using, the English version of the game, or is there another version that's slightly faster? I don't know why, you don't really have to go through dialogue, but are they using PS2, Xbox, GameCube? I think it was on GameCube. Are they using the Game Boy version? No. Not the Game Boy version. Oh, this is quite nice.
Just sit back and enjoy.
41 minutes. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds... 41 minutes, that's crazy. I mean, it's definitely not 4 hours like the other one was. I want to challenge the top speedrunner in the game. I want to challenge him to a race in the game. I want them to build a whole new mountain and we both have to race down it so he can't use any of his cheats. I want it to be a totally fair race. And he'll win by a landslide, but it'll still be great. You'll say to me, why did you even challenge me to this? You've wasted my time. I'm going to sue you for wasting my time, the amount of money I could have made.
Ditched it.
There must be like a few runners. Probably speak to them if you go into the Discord, because a lot of these speedrunning groups have Discords that you can just be like, hi, I want to learn the game. Because speedrunning is one of those amazing communities where people are just like super friendly, because where everyone is your rival, everyone's your accomplice, because if they find out new tech, people don't generally go, well, I'm keeping this to myself. They understand that it helps the whole community to share, and just like if someone wants to learn a game, there's always ways for experienced people to teach the newer, the intermediates. Speedrunning is a super nice community. I like it. I don't know if I'd ever speedrun a game. Oh. I have a friend who was really into the idea of speedrunning Super Mario Odyssey, which that game is great, but I would not want to put that much time into it. Like, I like it a lot, but I don't really feel like I need to. Did he just try to punch me? Is there a zero stats run for this game? Or is that how usually they speedrun it? Where people just don't level up at all. They just have to go with the base stats.
I even look good,
Oh my
boss.
goodness, this is actually the worst that anyone's ever done in this race.
Stellar
Awesome.
moves once again.
Also, other than the zero stats run, which you probably replied to now, you ever tried speedrunning this game yourself? I know you said you've touched your hands on the controller and you prefer watching, but have you ever actually tried to speedrun it? Because I'd be interested to see how well you would have done. What happened there? What even happened there?
Oh, well, if it ain't Frosty the Snowman.
You best go somewhere else. Oh, big sting.
You used to play when you was a kid, that's about it.
See ya, don't wanna be ya.
I lost all speed instantly. This is terrible. He is there, he's there. We can still catch up to him. Come on. It's such a dangerous mountain. I mean, a lot of it's just sort of knowing where you are and what's going on. He's taking that route, but I'm going to try going down here. He's probably taking what is known as the faster route, but I want to sort of stay safer. Gosh. Come on, stop it. You need to start going down. So smacking into things. Oh gosh, you overtook so fast. I've got no speed, I've got zero speed. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Is that the end of the race? Is he finished? No, it's 68%. He can't have finished yet. He must be on like 70 or something. All we gotta do is catch up. It's not. Come on. It's not gonna be that hard. Oh gosh. Just stop being bad at the game. The way I talk myself as being better at games seems very anti-me. I need to start like going like, you're doing well, just do better. But when it's a lie. He's finished. But he's finished. It's static. He's finished. He's actually just finished. He's just waiting. I'm gonna make him wait by restarting. Well, that was a bad start because I wasn't paying attention, was I? So, more restarts. If I go right straight away, I might be able to punch him. Come on, he's gonna pass me. Surely. Oh my goodness. That was pretty good. See you later, bud. We both do that. Oh. Why not grind a little on the other peaks to get money so you're nothing across the board, believe it or not. What you just described. Him there. It's a speedrun strat. Whoa. Right, tell you what, we're gonna give it one more try. Beating him. just one more try. If we can't get it, then I'm gonna just, you know, go and do some other stuff. Oh, she's waving at him. Do you see that? Piss off, mate. Got him. Oh no.
I needed that like I needed more.
Well, I got him, but I just lost everything I gained with that trick I messed up. It's this way. Just make sure you don't hit any obstacles. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that and that. Yeah, and that. And that one. Honestly, that's fine. I mean, I might even actually be coming off soon, because where I'm at, it's 12 at night. So actually, I should be coming off. So I'm going to do this one. I think I'm going to finish up. But I want to thank you for popping in, coming along, giving me some tips, tricks, and speedrun statistics. I really want to win this. It's like an obsession. But yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been fun. I'd like to do some more stuff with SSX in the future. I'd love to do a stream of Tricky, because I think Tricky would be super fun to just give a go. Seeing as I've never actually played it. And I've got a PS2, so I can just set it up easy. Unless he comes out of nowhere, I might actually win this.
Yeah,
2 minutes 36.
to go.
First place. Oh my gosh. Top 5 times recorded. I did pretty good. Pretty good. 50,000. Oh my goodness. And I'm pretty sure the last race, it says battle against your rival, but I think that's from the top to the bottom of the mountain. The absolute top to the absolute top. Bottom. And that sounds amazing, but I'm very tired. And I have stuff I should probably be doing. But yeah, no thanks for popping in and having a chat with me and everyone else who's popped in and out, even though they're gone now, but still, I appreciate it. So I hope everyone has a nice day, nice night, and yeah, bye.